What's up, YouTube? This is That PlayStation Gamer. Man, I've been doing a lot of reviews and stuff. Good. Here's the other review for you guys. Gen V. So, if you guys don't know, I am a huge fan of The Boys. I think the comics are dog water, but I love the show. The show, like, to me, is like the pinnacle of good writing. It's the pinnacle of good acting. I love the blood. I love the gore. Oh, God, I love the gore. It's so messed up and it's so, crazy that it's like, mm, makes me happy. So when they announced a spin-off series, Gen V, I ain't gonna lie. Kind of like with Twisted Metal, I was like, oh no. Oh no. I am worried. And it didn't help the trailers definitely made this seem like that W word. If you guys know the word, you know the word. Um, I was kind of worried about that. But I'm here pleased to report not only did it avoid that, it seems like this is kind of the boys, well, to put it best, spin off series. So this story takes place in a college like environment. I don't think they ever technically call it a college, but the way everything works, everything interacts with each other, it basically acts like a college. And we follow this one gal who has blood powers. I forget her name. Yeah, I suck with names, okay? Can you tell? But I remember fucking Japanese games like Ryushi and freaking Chrome and Senku. I don't know why. I remember Japanese names better than I remember American names. But the show starts off kind of like, I would say the first two episodes are kind of, eh. They're definitely a little on the raunchy side, especially with one character who can shrink herself down, Emma. See, I remember that character. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I actually think her actor is kind of cute. But there's just kind of this one scene, a girl who can shrink, and it's a teenager, or well, I guess you would say more of an adult. Hint, hint. Hint, hint. Has a boy in her dorm room, and the show at first kind of, if I'm being honest, kind of was like unimpressive to me. I was like, oh. But once they started getting into the mystery of the area, of the woods and the college itself, I was like, okay, this is definitely catching my interest. And I do like how you have a character in a show that switches gender, and like that actually pisses off their parents. Like that, it's like, I don't know why. I just love the fact that they have two actors playing the same character but different genders, and it totally makes sense in the show. Like, I actually think this is like one of those, I guess you would say, quote unquote, progressive movements. That's like, it's kind of funny how this person literally uses their powers to piss off their parents. I don't like it when you turn into a woman. Turns into a woman. Oh, guess you're pissing me now, huh? I like how we get kind of more of a, I guess you would say, look into season 4 of The Boys. Like, I think this does really well. Is that it sets up these big plays for the next season of The Boys. Like any good spin-off show that takes place in the universe, before, if a spin-off show takes place before the events of the mainline show, okay, that's fine. Then it's like, okay, you don't have to do either the build up stuff. But here it's definitely taking place before season 4, which is definitely going to be the most intense season. And I like how we kind of see the other side. Like in The Boys, we're used to seeing like the hero side of things. And we're also used to seeing kind of, the anti-heroes, quite literally the anti-heroes. But here we're kind of like seeing the everyday citizens who have powers, and they're starting to buy into this idea. But some of them aren't, and some of them do. And it creates this very interesting divide that's like, man, it definitely mirrors, modern politics, which, I'm going to say this, man. It does mirror modern politics, but I like it. I like it because it is something that's dividing our country. People who, want to be powerful and people who want things to get better without violence. Like the heroes, the quote unquote heroes in the show, they do not give a fuck about anyone else's life. at all. Like, these people will literally start a fight, start a freaking, revolution, or, a fucking genocide in a school simply because they can do it. That's literally their logic behind it. And of course, Vought being Vought, whose side do you think they take? And the final episode probably has some of the best moments, especially with a certain Lander guy and a Butcher. I'm not going to go into spoilers, but definitely interesting to see how those two characters played into the show. It's very interesting to see that some of these side characters played into the show. I like the characters he had here. I like their personal struggles, especially the guy that had the magnetic powers. Like, I like how you actually see in the second to last episode, like, how he's actually realizing, like, fuck, my powers are actually killing me, and it's killing they were killing his dad, and it's just, I kind of like that struggle. I like seeing people struggle to rise above. This whole season was perfectly built. It was building on top of the layers that the Boys series already had built, and adding more to it. It didn't just say, "Oh, see, look at this. This is the the character from the main show." Like, they very rarely use characters from the main show, which was nice. The only one I think we saw the most is Ashley and the vice president character. Well, the one who's going to be vice president. And it would make sense those two would be kind of prominent in this spin-off series because they're public figures. They're well-known public figures, so it makes sense. So yeah, Gen V. Overall, my thoughts on it are it's pretty damn good. I'm actually surprised how much I liked it. Going forward, the way they left things off, definitely interesting to see where things play in. And I want to see what we're going to get first. Are we going to get Gen V Season 2 first, or are we going to get Boys Season 4? Because anything that comes next, the one following is the one that's going to have to play offense. So let's see where things go. So until next time, guys, this is That PlayStation Gamer signing out. If you guys want a rating for this show, I give it a 8 out of 10. I think it's a pretty damn good show. Like I said, the first 2 episodes are kind of slow, but overall, a well-paced show, a well-done show, and can't wait to see more. So, until next time, blah, 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 blah. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that YouTube algorithm BS. I'm going to go freaking watch some Invincible, which I might do a Season 2 review of that, depending on how I feel about it.